Ministers, Head of Delegation, Global Fund, Mr. Mark Eddington and team, Members of Parliament, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, the Fourth Estate, our life-saving partners, fellow Sierra Leoneans, good morning. Since taking office in 2018, my government has pioneered the advancement of Sierra Leone's human capital right across 3 pillars: education, health, and agriculture. The commitment to increase access to health care specifically was informed by a firm belief that good health is the greatest equalizer, allowing citizens to be more productive for longer periods, giving them an opportunity to pursue gainful economic activities. But we have not been alone in this journey of improving healthcare outcomes. We have a multitude of donors and technical partners. Among our most steadfast allies is the Global Fund to fight AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria. Together, we have intensified our efforts to combat HIV, tuberculosis, and malaria, and to strengthen health systems of our nation. At this juncture, it is my pleasure to extend a warm welcome to Mr. Mark Eddington and his team for coming all this way to launch. I'm profoundly grateful to you and the entire Global Fund family. Your continued collaboration with the Ministry of Health, the country coordinating team, our in-country technical partners, and civil society health actors has been instrumental in addressing the formidable challenges we face in building resilient health systems. Although Sierra Leone has been working with the Global Fund since 2005, this marks only the second time we are launching the Global Fund grant at the State House. We are serious about this partnership. During the inaugural State House launch in 2021, and in line with my belief in transparency, I informed the nation about the number of grants received from Global Fund and outlined also the activities to be implemented for the current Grant Cycle 6, which will end on June 30th, 2024. With Grant Cycle 6, we were able to double the number of people on treatment for HIV, halve the prevalence of malaria, and increase the annual detection of tuberculosis case over 20%. Let me use this opportunity to thank all implementers of the current grant, including the Ministry of Health, Catholic Relief Services, their partners, and other health partners. Your relentless efforts have been critical in advancing our mission to improve healthcare outcomes for our people in Sierra Leone. As a government, we've had our shared challenges with clearing Global Fund medical items and supplies. I think we've gotten over that, and we've developed a very robust system. And we will assure you that we will not have those challenges anymore. Today, we are gathered here on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone, particularly the beneficiaries of this grant, to receive additional funds from the Global Fund for the upcoming Grant Cycle 7, which will start on July 1, 2024, and end on June 30, 2027. I'm aware that the process of developing the funding request, which required collaboration and consultation in line with ministries and technical partners, was extremely rigorous, as has been alluded to by earlier speakers. In that regard, I want to commend your patience and fortitude that resulted in the successful completion of this process and securing the funds to continue to improve the health outcomes for our people. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, it is my distinct honor and great pleasure to accept that big symbolic of check, which I've already taken and handed over accordingly, transparently to $126,444,674 on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone. This substantial funding will strengthen our ongoing battle against HIV/AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria, ensuring that we continue to make significant strides in improving public health across our nation. The Global Fund has provided additional matching funds of $800,000 United States dollars for scaling up programs to eliminate human rights and gender-related barriers to healthcare access from July 1, 2024 to the 30th of June, 2027. I'm also pleased to announce that in terms of counterpart funding, I'm also pleased to announce $6.7 million United States dollars in counterpart funding from the government as part of our commitment to improve human capital development within the big 5 game changers. When we talk, we do. This substantial commitment increases our contribution by 43% from the previous cycle, for which government met its full obligation. The Ministry of Health and World Vision International, Sierra Leone, will be the principal recipients of these funds, working in collaboration with sub-recipients and their in-country partners, including community-based organizations. With this new grant, our country team will intensify efforts to combat malaria, HIV, and tuberculosis, setting very ambitious targets while strengthening our health systems. This funding will expand essential health care services, address human rights and gender barriers, and implement innovative programs ensuring sustainable health improvements in our communities. These critical investments move Sierra Leone closer to achieving universal health coverage, which remains a commitment of my government. Towards this attainment, we will continue to increase domestic funding and intensify our monitoring and oversight activities in order to document the story of a health systems revolution in Sierra Leone. We will continue to rely on partners, including private sector to improve the support to scale our efforts. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Global Fund for this support. I thank the Ministry of Health, the country coordinating mechanism, in-country partners, government ministries, multilateral and bilateral partners, consultants, beneficiaries who played a vital role in developing the proposal that secured this funding. At this juncture, it is with great pleasure that I launch a total approved amount of 136 million United States dollars, 244,674 United States dollars for the purpose of Sierra Leone to fight against HIV, tuberculosis, and malaria, and to strengthen the health system. It is now left with the ministry and other implementers to make sure that these monies are used for the purpose for which it has been given. Not only efficiently, but also transparently, so that we account for it. We pay particular attention to monitor this generous donation. So I will conclude by imploring all of us to strengthen the accountability mechanisms that can ensure that people that need life-saving drugs and treatment have timely, cost-effective, and unimpeded access. Let us constantly be reminded that these resources are for the people of Sierra Leone, and that we must be unrelenting in our effort to ensure that they are delivered at the last mile and to the most remote locations of this country. They are not just meant for the cities. We cannot speak of health systems if we can't appreciate that at the center are people, and the systems that we build are to ensure quality services are provided to improve health outcomes at a foundational investment to sustainably reduce poverty in Sierra Leone. The task is significant, but the hearts are willing. Let us remain steadfast in our mission to secure a safe, productive, and dignified future for Sierra Leoneans through the provision of quality health services. I thank you all.
Please be seated. Another round of applause for His Excellency the President for good words of motivation, and Your Excellency for your dedication to promoting the well-being of every Sierra Leonean. His Excellency has consented for photo opportunity, and we will have 3 photo sessions in the following order. The first would be His Excellency the President and members of the delegation from Geneva. The second would be His Excellency the President, the head of delegation MAC, and the Minister of Health. And then the third would be His Excellency the President, the Vice President from World Vision, the CCM, Madam Rogers, and also the Chair of Parliament's Health Committee, and then the UN Resident Coordinator. That will be the last. On that note, please rise for the national anthem.